Good morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today I would like to show you 5 RSI examples of trades that you can take today or tomorrow. Let's jump right in. The first stock that I would like to cover is Chevron CVX. I'm using a program called OmniBroker, and I've used it for many years. I'm able to program the MACD, the RSI, and the zigzag to give me signals in order to make a decision. I trade a basket full of stocks that are specifically tuned or give good results for the RSI indicator. One of those is this stock, Chevron. Now let's take a look at this. There's some interesting things. Chevron has been in a decline over the last few months, as is all oil stocks. Now we have 3 RSI singles here. Now you can get an RSI single when in the case of a buy single, when the stock is oversold, the RSI goes below 30, and it might hang around there for a while, and then when it starts returning across and crosses back over the 30 line, that is one confirmation. A second confirmation I use is I'm expecting the overall trend to reverse, and an indicator I use to visualize that is a zigzag indicator. In these 3 cases here, where we had a RSI single where the RSI crosses back over the 30, we didn't take those singles because it hasn't been a trend reversal. Here we see that same situation. The RSI comes back over the 30. We do have a trend reversal in the last few bars, and there is a single right here, and we happen to win that. No singles here. Now let's look back here. We got the RSI below the 30 or above the 70, but in this case it's below the 30. It says go green. There has been a trend reversal in the last few bars, and we take the single, and it turns out to be a winner. So this is July. We got 2 positive singles from July to October, November for a rather significant profit, and we've refused to take some other singles. Now, one problem with the RSI is you have this downward trend with no singles, and if you choose to, you could use the MACD to get those downward trends for long trending stocks. But again, I use the same filter. I use the zigzag filter. I'll take an MACD single like this one when the zigzag is showing a trend reversal in the last 3 bars and long in here. And that's what happened. So I would take a downward hit right here, and it would have been very profitable. This next stock is John Deere. I like to trade it a lot because I like John Deere. But as you can see, that there is a long trending upward movement over the last 3-4 months. According to my zigzag, there has been a change of direction right about here, and it hasn't stopped. No RSI singles. We had some downward ones, but it's very risky to take those downward RSI singles on a strong uptrending market. It makes no sense. So what do? Not trade it or wait? You could do that if you want to keep it simple, but I want to have various different singles throughout the month, and I do like taking the MACD in the direction of the overwhelming trend. So I would take a buy here based on the MACD. You could take one of these 2 based on the MACD. You could take this one based on the MACD, and you could take this one based on the MACD. And all of them would be winners over time within the 18-bar window, 30 days. You would have won every time within the 18 bar or 30-day window. Now we have an MACD upswing again right about here. Now, sometimes I'm cautious and don't take these trades because I think you're buying at the high of the market. But hey, you have to learn and sense the overwhelming feel or pulse of the market. This is why I'm starting to study more and more on the fundamental analysis, actually looking up the stock, doing the research, and seeing where other analysts are predicting where the stock is supposed to be going. So I do not only rely on the technical indicators as I used to in my first 10 years of trading. It got me in a lot of. Now the next stock I would like to look at is Twitter, TWTR. And as you can see, Twitter has been trending for quite some time up. And Twitter is one of the powerhouse stocks for the future. Twitter is going to be around for a long time. Lately, it's having a little bit of trouble about censorship and has taken a little dive. And I recently received a RSI single to go long on Twitter. Over this time, we received several downward RSI signals that would not have been too beneficial in the long run. Here, we had a trend reversal single on the zigzag indicator, and you could have taken this and it would have been a winning trade. But again, I caution you to take these kind of trades on a long-term uptrending stock. You would have not taken these because the overall prevailing trend is up, and these were down singles. You don't never know when the trend is going to end. Now this one here, I stand corrected. This is a RSI single to go down. The prevailing trend has switched, and a reversal has occurred. You could have took it right here, and according to my system, it showed it a short, and it would have been a winner. Now it's showing a buy, and we're going to take that buy Wednesday after the election. This is my little report that I get. It gives me my various different signals, the RSI, the MACD, and while I don't take these, I use these as a visual indicator, my zigzag. And then I have some other signals that I don't care to talk about at the moment, but I don't use them very much either. I'd like to look at IBM as my next stock. IBM has been trading in a range for the last few months. Recently, it dropped. Slight trend here, up. Slight trend down here, down. But I don't talk about this indicator much, but it's TTM squeeze. And when it's got all dots, that means that it's trading in a range, and it's not trending. And I very seldom ever take any trades in there because, there's no movement, and you need movement to make some money. So I recently received a RSI signal from my single software and it indicated that you should take a buy over the next 3 days for IBM. If you had taken the first single, which I did not, but if I had 2 days ago, I would have won. I didn't take it 2 days ago because of the election. I'm a little wary about what's going to happen, and so I'm not trading at the moment. I still have trades on, but I'm not adding much new ones. I'm going to do something today, something small. The trend reversal occurred here, and we take the RSI trade. Now let's just take a look. We had green singles here and here, but we also had the dots. But if you had taken those, you probably would have had a winner here. If you had taken this one, probably would have had a winner over here. But you would have waited a long time. It's just these are very risky when you have the dots, no movement, trading in a range. I like to have a trend or a trend reversal. RSI buy. So the last stock I'd like to cover today is Pepsi. Pepsi, we have an RSI single somewhere for today. There it is. In fact, over the last 3 days, we had RSI singles. Usually the RSI singles last a few days. You don't have to rush right out and do it. And I had taken this one and have won. And I could take it again today if I chose to. Now, here is an RSI single for down right here, but the prevailing trend is still up, and we didn't take it. We would have took this one, and this would have been a winner, and there's nothing else. So Pepsi is one of those stocks, again, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, that give me good RSI singles, 8 to 12 a year, that I often take. It's money in the bank. Anyway, this concludes what I wanted to talk about today. 5 trades. I'm going to do this quite often. I'll smooth this thing out a little bit and condense it down and shorten it. I'm still early and still practicing a lot in my videos, and this will smooth out as time goes on. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching. Keep trading. Trouble.